Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Her. Today I'm going to be talking about AMC earnings results. We're going to talk about the chart as well, just kind of go over a few things. If you're new here, link is below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. So if you want to connect with us, and also hit the like button, I definitely appreciate it, and leave a comment where you think AMC is going. But today, AMC, they had an EPS loss of 71 cents versus 91 cents, which is better than expected. Revenue came in at 444 million versus 382 million, which is also better than the expectations. Still, obviously still at a loss, but, AMC wasn't doing great before the pandemic. Now we're still in the pandemic, and, the share price is the share price. But, regardless of share price, if you think about the business, how is the business doing? People are like, I want to invest in the stock because I like the stock. It doesn't really matter if you like the stock. What matters is what the price is of that stock. And sure, yes, it is a lot higher than it was a year ago. And, let's see where we go from there. AMC, it is important to note the, CEO Adam did say AMC's journey through this pandemic is not finished, and we are not out of the woods. So not that he's trying to scare people. I think we have a lot of things that are unknown at this point in time. I'm not going to go into too much detail because this is not about that. But he's still, in terms of business, is still saying, hey, we're not out of the woods. A lot of things are changing. Things could go better. Things could go worse. We don't really know. Let's just see what happens. Again, he said, however, there's still no guarantees, but he's hoping for a happy ending. Of course, he's CEO. Why would he want a bad ending? It is important to note AMC had 1.8 billion in cash and 2 billion in liquidity available, which is really good because they raised cash. Everybody bought shares and they raised cash. AMC was on the verge of bankruptcy, and the AMC apes saved AMC from bankruptcy. But to do that, they raised cash through selling shares to you guys. So they sold shares. You guys bought up all the shares. They raised cash, and that's what they have in the bank right now. Just so you know, AMC is raising cash, or has raised cash against your shares. So they have that to invest in their own business. Like they said, they kind of go through the whole article saying, they bought some theaters. They're going to reopen them in August. We'll see what happens. Since January, 15,000% return. But if we go into the chart here, looking at the chart, where do you think AMC is going? AMC did have an expected move of $7.24 for this week, which right now, this still could happen. Right now, we're a little bit flat. It closed at $33.80. Right now, we're at $35 a share about, after hours right now. I don't know where we're going to open up at. It did hit up to 37 before the conference call. Then you can see the conference call right here. It dipped a little bit before the conference call, but it's still having a positive gain on the stock right now. However, if you're trading options on this, if you're trading the weekly options on this, if it opens at like 35, it's within the expected move, these options are going to get a little bit fried. The IV on this was 232%, as you can see up in here in the upper right. Expected move was $7.24. So they're going to get a little fried right now because it's technically only up $1 or $2, rather flat right now. So the 35 call we're going for 262. I wouldn't be surprised if these calls get cut in half and the puts get cut in half as well, because we're going to have implied volatility crush on that. If you don't know what that is, implied volatility crush, right down in here I have an implied volatility indicator. Well, not indicator, basically tracks the implied volatility. It did tick up a little bit, but rather low. Now going into AMC, and yes, I do have videos. I have been shorting AMC since 55. I don't currently have an AMC position, just kind of seeing where it's going to go. I did scalp some puts today on that drop down at the end of the day, but I'm not bullish or bearish AMC. I'm just looking at the price, seeing what the price is going to do. And right now, what I don't like about the price action today, came above, hit the 10-day moving average, immediately smacked down, closed at 33.80. Right now, if it's at 35.19, 35.20. If it can open there, 36, be above the 10-day moving average. And for me to get bullish on the stock, really has to get above 45, which is the 50-day moving average here. Now, it appears that, based on this fade we had on earnings, last earnings AMC was literally $9. Now this earnings was $33 to $35. So yes, it is up 300% since the last earnings. But if you look, I mean, I was actually thinking there was a nice bull flag here, bullish pennant forming, but people were selling. People were selling regardless. You know, you may say, I'm never selling. The CEO didn't sell any shares. So we know the CEO didn't sell any shares, but somebody was definitely selling these shares as we're heading low because, you know, back in June, these were going for $60, almost $70, 65 here back in June. And as of August 9th, today, at 33, 35. So we're almost cut in half. So, you know, right now, I'm just following the trend, kind of seeing what it does. If it pops up, gets rejected, look for a short. Anything above 45, look to get a little bit long. As you can see, back down in here, it did bounce around in 30s back in July, and then bumped up above the 50-day moving average, but immediately lost it. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for. Like, are you bullish or bearish? I'm just looking at the price. I mean, I don't care about the business. I don't think most people that are trading this or investing in this really care about the business either, because if you did, I mean, it wouldn't have hit $72 and there wouldn't be a short, you know, major short squeeze and all that. But right now, I think the shorts are pretty much out. Retailers are holding the float, and, you know, people have been selling. So right now, I'm looking for above 45, be bullish, be a little bit bearish down here. Could crack down to 25, shake out some more people, and then bounce back up to like the 30, 35 level. It did crack below 30 the other day and then get bought up. So it's going to be interesting. That's kind of what I'm looking for AMC. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.